Namaste, welcome. Good morning, all. Thank you for joining me. So let's come into our easy seat, Sukhasana, seat of steadiness and ease and comfort. Our practice today is honoring Navaratri, the 9 nights of the goddess. First 3 nights were dedicated to Kali Ma, Durga as represented by Kali Ma. The second set of 3 nights were represented by Lakshmi, and these final 3 nights are represented by Saraswati. So we've gone through a cycle of the manifestations of the feminine within all of us. This Shakti energy, so the Shakti energy is this creative energy, often characterized as a feminine energy, which we all have, whether it's the creation of life, the creation of art, the creation of knowledge, the creation of our progress in science. This is all of the creative energy that we all contain, regardless of our gender expression. We are a spectrum within ourselves. So let's ground down through the earth. So our mudra for today is Gyan Mudra, the thumb and index connected. So we come into this seal of wisdom, this gesture of wisdom. Saraswati is the goddess of wisdom, of knowledge, of learning, of the arts, of song and speech. This ability to express ourselves with deep knowledge, insight, intellectual capacity, the ability to illuminate our minds. Closing your eyes or gazing down towards the earth as we hold our Gyan Mudra, this gesture of knowledge, wisdom, learning, this deep inner knowing that gives us the ability to create. And I invite you to notice the journey of your breath. The breath that we're connecting with today is moonlight breath, Soma Pranayam, Soma, the nectar of the moon. Soma Pranayam. So visualize the moon, the sense of moonlight, this soft, clear, luminous light, and allow it to travel on your breath. Imagine that the light is flowing like the subtle waves of the river. This breath that fills your body with wave-like rhythm of light, soft, clear, luminous moonlight. Allow this light of awareness to flow throughout your body, illuminating the deeper, more subtle aspects of you. And perhaps as you inhale, you're drawing the light from the moon down towards you. And as you exhale, you're releasing that moonlight throughout yourself into the earth. this sacred stream of moonlight coursing through your body. Soma Pranayam, moonlight breath. Soma is this nectar, this richness, this soft flowing light pouring in through your crown, traveling through the length and breadth and expanse of your body. Our mantra for today is Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. I bow to the divine feminine principle, whose essence is wisdom, creativity, intuition. This bestower of knowledge, of wisdom, of intelligence, of creative artistic energy. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. We'll chant together 3 times and then open our practice by chanting Om. Inhale to prepare. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Hands to your heart in Namaskar. Om. 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 Hands to your third eye, Ajna Chakra. Namaste and welcome, yogis, to this auspicious period of 9 nights and 10 days. We're almost reaching the penultimate day. So our practice today is really kind of visualizing this flow through your body, the flow of moonlight, the flow of Soma Pranayam through your body, bringing this subtle energy, expressing the creative self. So let's clear our block if we're sitting on one. Placing hands on knees. As you inhale, let's breathe into the left, over to the right, exhaling round through your spine. So let's create these large circular movements from the base of the spine, traveling the length of the spine. 3 times in one direction, awakening the flow of pranayam here. And then 3 times in the opposite direction. Sufi circles. And drop down into your heart space and connect with this spiritual knowledge, this vision, this concept of a wisdom that flows between the heart space and our heart, Vishuddha, the throat chakra, Agnya chakra, the third eye, and Sahasrara chakra, the crown. And then let's come to stillness here. We're going to come directly onto our knees into child's pose, Balasana. Bringing your knees together, reach your arms forward. Eyebrow center, Agnya chakra resting on the earth. The seat of intuition, inner sight, inner knowing. This is where we connect with all that we have deep within, and then give expression through our voice, through our body. One more breath here. We're going to flow here. So as you inhale, come onto your forearms and onto your abdomen. Rise in cobra. Exhale back towards Balasana. Inhaling, so you're almost flowing through Ashtangasana into cobra, and then back into child's pose. So it helps to trail your tip of your nose along the earth, coming onto your chest and chin before rising through cobra. Moving with grace, ease. Three times here. And then when you come to Child's Balasana, we're going to flow forward into Bhujangasana, Cobra. And we will rest here for a moment in Bhujangasana. And we're going to add again an element of flow here. So let's lift up with the heart space. Look over to the right. Inhale to center. Look over to the left. Inhale to center. Bring your nose down. Rest your eyebrow center for a moment here. Connect with the earth below. Feel the heart space on the earth. The eyebrow center on the earth. Your chin is slightly tucked in here. So your Vishuddha chakra is also activated. One more here. Inhale, let's rise with the crown, eyebrow center. Again, let's flow here 3 times, up and down. Rising high cobra, returning to the earth. So this is also known as Nagani Madasana. And then rest here for a moment. Take a breath. Reach your arms back behind you, fingertips spread wide. Lift your crown, lift your eyebrow center. Coming into a variation of Salabhasana. Big toes still connected to the earth. Exhale, lower. Just going to move that block that's landing on my feet. And now let's leave the palms on the earth alongside our body. Lift the right leg up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift the left leg up. Exhale to lower. And now we're going to lift the right leg and the right arm up. Exhale to lower. Repeating this on the left side. Inhale, left leg and left arm up, lower. And now we're going to bring it all together, both arms, both legs, and the third eye lifted. Inhale. Salabhasana, locust pose. One more breath. Then let's lower the hands to the earth. Bring the hands underneath your eyebrows, eyebrow center, palms face down, and rest your eyebrow center on the back of your hands, elbows out to the sides of your mat so that you create some space here. And now visualize Soma Pranayam, the soft, luminous light of the moon flowing through your body, inhaling from the crown, allowing this river of moonlight to travel throughout your body. Inhaling, Coming onto our knees. Into table pose, Padmanasana. Take a breath here. Lift your tailbone. Lower your lower back. Lift your heart. Lift your gaze. Exhale to round. So 3 cycles of Marjariyasana and Bitlyasana, cat-cow here. And as you flow through the length of your spine, imagine the flow of moonlight. Coming to stillness. Walk your right hand forward slightly. And then look over your left shoulder so that you feel an extension on your left side. If you need to move your hand even forward, even further forward, crawl it forward. Inhale to center. Bring the right hand back underneath your shoulder. Let's slide the left hand forward. And then look over your right shoulder towards your right foot. So again, you feel an extension on the left side here. Inhale to center, slide the left hand back towards you. Inhale, lift your right toes to the sky. Let's sweep the left arm back towards that right foot, taking hold of it or reaching towards it. Exhale, bring the left hand to the earth, right knee to the earth. Inhale, lift your left toes to the sky. Let's sweep the right arm behind to take hold of that foot. Exhale, right hand to the earth, right knee to the earth. Let's tuck your toes. Inhale, lift your knees, your tailbone, coming into Mountain Parvatasana. Walk through the heels here so that you can pedal your feet, sway your hips. And from here, we're going to flow. Now, if it feels too much to flow from being in mountain, you can always bring your knees to the earth. So see how this feels for you. So inhaling, let's come up onto our toes, bring the weight of our shoulders over our hands, lifting up. Exhaling, rounding the spine back. So you're going to flow here. So if you are on your knees, you can go forward and then rise up and then back. So waving through your spine here. Bending into your knees if you're in Parvatasana to help the flow. One more time. And then let's all bring our knees to the earth. Take your knees as wide as the mat, toes as wide as the mat. Take a moment here. Bring the left hand to the center of the mat. Inhale, lift your right arm to the sky, Gyan Mudra here. Exhale, thread that right arm under the left, coming to the earth with your shoulder. Lift the left fingertips to the sky, Gyan Mudra. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Inhale, lift the right fingertips to the sky. Bringing them down to the earth to replace the left hand. Let's bring the left fingertips to the sky. Gyan Mudra. Exhaling to thread underneath the right arm. Take the right fingertips to the sky. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Inhale, left fingertips to the sky. Bringing your hands together. Take a moment here. Now tuck your toes with your toes as wide as your mat. Inhale, lift up into mountain. You can take your hands as wide as your mat too. Let's come onto our toes and walk our feet to the top of the mat. So our feet come between our hands, and here we can have our legs much closer together, our feet much closer together. Soften here, forward fold, Uttanasana. Now allow your crown to reach down towards the earth. Feeling that sense of release through the upper body. Saraswati is the goddess of the arts, the sciences, of the Vedas, of speech. Inhale, bring your hands to your shins and halfway lift here. Tailbone reaching back, crown reaching forward. Exhale, fold, bending into your knees. Wrap your hands around the back of your legs so that you cross at the wrists. And I'm taking hold of my opposite ankles. Inhale, release your legs, rise up to reach up towards the sky. Exhale out to the side. Inhale, bend into your knees, and then let's flow up as if we are pouring moonlight out of our fingertips. So keep flowing here, bending into your knees, lifting your hands up towards your sky, and then out, arms out to the side, fingertips towards the earth, bend into your knees, rise up. One more time here. And now as you reach up, bring your palms together in Namaskar above your crown, arms extended. So standing tall as a vessel here. Exhale, release your hands behind your lower back, heels of your hands on your lower back. Draw your shoulder blades together, draw your elbows together. Inhale, lift your heart, open through the throat, lift the eyebrow center. So open Anahat, open at the Vishuddha, open at the Agnya chakra. So these are the places of expression. Swadhisthana at the sacrum is the seat of creativity. So the journey through the 9 nights, the honoring of and invoking the goddess, is a journey through the chakras. Exhale. Let's fold forward here. Crown reaching forward, tailbone reaching back. Now your hands are here on your back. Interlace your fingers. Reach back with your hands. So not up, but back. So that you can feel a sense of alignment between the crown and the Yoga Mudra. Bend into your knees, rise into chair pose, Utkatasana. Draw in your navel. Releasing your hands, let's wave down towards the earth, rising up, hands towards the crown. Now let's take hold of the right wrist with the left fingers. So wrap your fingers, your index and your thumb around. Bring your thumb and index to touch if available. Exhale over to the left. Chandrasana. Inhale, center. Swap hands. So now wrap your right index and thumb around your left finger, bringing both of your hands into Gyan Mudra. Exhale over to the right. One more breath here. Inhale, center. Bring your hands to your heart in Anjali. Rising up. Exhale to fold forward, moving into our variations of sun salutations. Reach back with your right leg. Bring the right knee to the earth. Now let's keep that right fingertips or the right palm on the earth. Bring the left hand to the heart space. And as you do that, spiral your heart up towards the sky and gaze up. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Inhale, reach back behind you with your left fingertips in Gyan Mudra. And take your gaze with you. Bend into your left knee. Now you may be able to reach your right foot rather, or like me, you're reaching towards your right foot. Sinking into your hips might bring your foot closer. Turn your gaze down, bring the left hand to the heart. Take a moment here, and then let's bring the left hand to the heart. Tuck your right toes and step back long in plank, Phalakasana. Let's wave through the spine here. So bend into your knees like a water wheel. And then bring your knees to the earth, untuck your toes, chest, chin to the earth in Ashtanga Asana. Slide your knees away. Soma Pranayama. Inhale, rise in Bhujangasana. And then let's flow here. This is called Sahaj, this sense of flowing, of creating waves through the body. One breath more. Take a moment before tucking your toes and coming into mountain through table Parvatasana. And again, you can pedal your feet here. Sway your hips. And then come to stillness. Lift your right leg to the sky. Bend into your right knee and circle with your right knee. Big circles. 3 circles. And then 3 times in the other direction. We're going to step forward, so you can bring your left knee to the earth and then step forward with your right foot. Here we are in low lunge. Take a moment here, plant your left hand Bring your right hand to the heart and spiral your heart and gaze up towards the sky. Connecting with your intention for invoking this creative energy, your wisdom that you cultivate, the knowledge that you seek to acquire. The breath here flowing as if it were moonlight through your body. Reach back with your right fingertips in Gyan Mudra. Take your gaze with you. And if it's available to you, bend into your left foot and reach towards your foot or take hold of your foot. And again, we will all be in different places here. Having an understanding of your body, moving with the way that your body naturally flows. This is about being in harmony with the flow of breath, the flow of knowledge, the flow of the moonlight. One more breath here. Bring your right hand back to your heart. Gaze down towards the earth. Lower your left foot if it's lifted. Bring your right hand to the outside of your right knee. And then lift your left knee and step forward. Forward fold here. As you inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment to connect with your breath. Now let's repeat that on the other side. Inhale, flow your arms out above your crown. Bring your hands together in prayer, namaskar, above your crown. Then take hold of your left wrist with your right fingers, bringing your index and thumb together in Gyan Mudra. Both hands are in Gyan. Exhale over to the right. Inhale to center, swapping hands, Gyan Mudra. Exhale over to the left. Release your hands out to the sides. Let's flow down towards the earth. Uttanasana. Hands on shins, halfway lift. Reach back, interlace your hands in the other direction this time. Mudra, hands releasing away from you, crown reaching forward. Bend into your knees, lift your heart for a moment. Then release your hands, flow fingertips to the earth. Let's step back with the left leg, bring the knee to the earth. Plant the left palm, bring the right hand to the heart. And begin to spiral your heart and gaze up towards the sky. Om Ain Saraswataye Namaha. I invoke the creative energy of artistry, of knowledge, learning, both the arts, the sciences. Reach behind, bringing your thumb and index together. Take your gaze with you. And again, if it's available to you, bring your left foot towards your right hand. Perhaps you can reach and connect, or perhaps there's some distance and space. One more breath. Lower your foot, releasing it, bringing your right hand to the outside of the right foot. Let's step back long in Phalakasana, plank, body parallel. And then let's flow here. So spinal waves, it doesn't really matter what they look like, as long as you have a sense of flow and movement here. This is not necessarily about being coordinated. And then everybody together, bring your knees to the earth, untuck your toes, chest and chin to the earth in Ashtanga. Slide your knees away, Bhujangasana, Cobra. So inhale to rise. And again, let's flow here. Sahaj or Nagni Madasana. And then resting before lifting back into Mountain Parvatasana. So sway here in Parvatasana. Sway through your legs. Sway through your hips. Now, I have been fasting as part of these 9 days. I've been on a sattvic diet, so following Ayurvedic diet very closely, eating fruits and vegetables and soups, avoiding heavy food. So my energy feels very light, uplifted. Let's lift the left leg long behind us. Bend into the knee and then circle with the knee. 3 large circles in one direction and then in the opposite direction. And then let's bring the right knee to the earth and step forward with the left foot. Plant the right hand. Bring the left hand to the heart and spiral your gaze up towards the sky. And when you're ready, reach behind Gyan Mudra. The quality of Saraswati. Saraswati is rhythm, instinctive, intuitive rhythm. Her essence is about creating space, flow. If it's available to you, bend into the right knee and reach behind and take hold of your right foot or reach towards it. When we express ourselves creatively, we can nourish our soul, feed the soul, lift the spirits. We connect our subtle emotional body with the physical body, the physical manifestation of the subtle essence of us through art, through science, through writing, through painting, through knitting, whichever creative aspiration, gardening, you're able to express the most subtle, sacred aspects of your creative self. Let's release the right foot. Bring the left hand to the heart. Placing that left hand on the outside of the left foot. Lift the right knee to come into a forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale to rise up. Hands reach above, coming together at the crown. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a moment here. So we're going to move into a sequence here. And we'll come to the middle of our mats for this. So this is a sequence of Saraswati that represents her flow, her stars, the music that she plays. So bring the right leg in front of you, cross it in front of the left leg and come onto the ball of your foot and bend into your knee. So what we normally do is we cross that right foot behind us. This time we're crossing it in front of us. So reach out with your right arm and bring your hand into Gyan. Reach down with your left arm, again with Gyan. So you create this long shape. And then imagine between your fingertips that you are holding the strings of a sitar. Bend deeply here into your knees. And we're going to come into a spiral coiling down towards the earth. So you have your right knee in front. So we're going to come down towards the earth. Hands come to the earth. And then we take that left foot slightly away so that our right foot stays on the outside. Our left leg stays on the outside of the right knee. So I'll do that one more time. So you see how we get there. So I have my right foot in front, the ball of the foot on the earth. I'm going to turn over towards the left, bring the heel of my right foot to the earth, bring my hands to the earth and slightly move my left foot away so that I come into my seated twist. So you might need to practice this a few times. And as you know, when I cross my legs across my body, I forget what they are. So I have my right foot on the outside of my left knee. My hands are over to the left. So I came from there down to the earth like this. Open your heart to the left. So it's a sort of a counter twist. Now, I hope you're all in the same place as I am. And now we're going to do a little spiral again. So make sure you have some space behind you. We're going to move into this open space to the left, come onto our knee and walk our hands behind us. So we're on the balls of our feet and we spiral all the way around on the mat to come into a twist on the other side. So it is a bit of a funny spiral. So I'll go back so you can see that again. So we're here with our hands on the left. The space is behind us. So we come onto our hands, lift onto the left knee, come onto the balls of our feet, and then walk our hands along the space behind us, moving all the way over, and then bringing our right knee to the earth so that our left foot is now on the outside of the right knee. And we have our hands on the earth on the left. So now we're counter twisting over to the left, to the right rather. So your left hand is nearer your foot. I hope we're all in the same place. So again, this spiral is something to practice at home. One more breath here. And now you know where we're going. We're going to come up to standing from here. So let's press into the earth. I'm on my finger pads, lifting up. And move that right leg slightly closer so that I can come back here. You might need to shuffle a few times. This time my right hand is down and my left hand is up. So you might need to shuffle a few times to come into the shape. So our left leg is in front of our right leg here. You can be on the ball of your foot. I'm just keeping an eye on everyone. Sink into your knees now. Imagine you're holding the strings of the sitar between your Gyan mudra. So let's practice that going back the other way now. So turn over towards the right. Bring your hands towards the earth. Bring that right knee towards the earth. Coming into the seated twist here, Ardha Matsyendrasana, this open variation. So normally we kind of do a closed variation. Today we're doing an open variation of the twist. So our left hand is nearest our right foot. Our right foot is on the outside of the left knee. So our heart is open to the right. We're going to walk now into the space behind us. So we're moving, we're going to follow the right hand around. So coming up onto your finger pads, come onto your left knee. Lift your heels off the floor, maintaining that connection between the ball of your feet. And then walk your hands all the way over to the other side of the mat. And as you do that, you rotate on the balls of your feet. Then bring your left knee to the earth. Sit back. And your right foot should be on the outside of your left knee now. Your right hand is closest to your left foot, your right foot. This is my right leg. I have to feel it. Is this my right leg or my left leg? In a way, this connection between the subtle body and the physical body. And for me, when I have those moments when I don't know which part of my body is moving, it is my spiritual side that is moving me through the space. And I feel that it is my body that is following my spiritual expression rather than my body manifesting my spiritual expression. The body is here to serve our spirits, to serve our souls, to help us move through life. It is not the end in itself. It is merely the vessel. One more breath here. And you know where we're going to. We're going to rise up. So slightly lean forward, fingertips on the earth. Come onto the left knee. And then lift onto your feet so that you're on the ball of your foot. You might need to move that left foot slightly forward. And then spiral your right fingertips up. And again, you might need to shuffle a little bit with your feet, bend into your right knee a little bit more. And then reach your right fingertips up, left fingertips down in Gyan Mudra. Exhale, hands together, uncross the legs. Take a moment here. Let's come down to the earth, flowing down onto your knees. We're going to come directly into Setu Bandhasana and do mountain rises from the sea. So give yourself lots of space behind you. So move to the top of your mat, lower down to the earth. Bring your heels closer to your fingertips so you can brush them. And then let's reach overhead with our arms here for a moment. And I invite you to take hold of your left wrist with your right hand and gently elongate. And then lift those light right toes and reach down. So extend that left leg rather, sorry. My lefts and rights are all over the place today. So you feel an extension on the left side. And then release the left wrist, bring the left foot back. Let's go the other way. Take hold of the right wrist and pull ever so gently of that right wrist. Extend the right leg down towards the earth so that you feel a very gentle extension. Release the right wrist, bring the right foot down. Bring the hands alongside your body. So we're going to rise with our arms overhead as we lift with our hips. We can do right arm, then the left arm, and then both arms, or we can stay with both arms, yogi's choice. I'm going to do right, left, both arms. Inhale, lift your pelvis and your hips. Take right arm overhead or both arms overhead. Exhaling to lower, and then bring your right hand or both arms lower. Inhale, lift your hips and pelvis, left arm overhead or both arms overhead. Exhale to lower. And now imagine the flow of soft, luminous moonlight. Imagine that it's bathing the entirety of your physical being. Exhaling both hands to the earth. Inhale, right arm up and over, lifting your hips. Exhale, right arm and hips to the earth. Inhaling, left arm moving with your breath here. Soma Pranayama. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. One more round. Inhaling, lifting right arm overhead or both arms, and then alternating if you're doing single arm. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Bring the soles of your feet together. Release your knees down towards the earth. Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. Index and thumb touching gently in Gyan Mudra. You can stay here for Shavasana like this, or you can extend your legs long. And as you lie here, visualize the breath. A soft, clear, luminous moonlight. We're moving towards the full moon. Allow the breath, Soma Pranayama, to reveal the subtle parts of your creative, artistic, wisdom body. Saraswati is deeply connected to the arts and science. In a world in which we are beginning to deny the facts of science, the practice of yoga reminds us to connect with the spiritual and the material. Wisdom, the truth, this innermost understanding and knowledge that we have is within all of us, whether we practice yoga or not. Doctors, scientists, mathematicians, physicians, physicists, researchers, journalists. All of these professions seek wisdom, share truth. so that we can all live in a world that is illuminated, in which education and learning is accessible and valued. This practice helps us to crystallize, transform from having a spiritual life that gives expression to our physical life, and a physical life that is uplifted by a spiritual life. This awakening at the eyebrow center, Agnya chakra, this illumination at Sahasrara, this activation at Vishuddha, this connection at Anahat, this creativity at Swadhisthana. One more breath here. And then with helping hands, if you are in Supta Baddha Konasana, draw your hands, your knees together. Hug in your knees. Gently roll on your lower back from side to side. And then let's roll over and come to seated Sukhasana. So you might be seated on your cushion or pillow here. Keeping your eyes closed or softly opening them. Let's lift the left palm and bring it so it's parallel to the heart, palm face up. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. I bow to the feminine principle that is Saraswati. Bring the left hand face up onto the top of the right leg. Now open up the right hand and bring it down so that your right palm meets your left, and then clasp your fingers around each other so you're clasping your hands together on the top of your right thigh. This creates a circuit. This is known as the Sankalpa Mudra, the gesture of intention, in which the energy can flow and be manifested. This connects courage with the left hand, crossing the heart space, and the right hand, which is reality, intuitive reality and clarity, coming to meet this. So we have courage and truth in the left hand. We have reality and clarity in the right hand, coming together. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Chanting with me 3 times. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Om Aim Saraswataye Namaha. Hands to the heart. Namaskar. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Dhanyavad. Thank you, yogis, for joining me. Please like and subscribe and share if you're on my channel so that we can enjoy live gong baths.